It's Week 8 of the NFL, and we'll see Bijan Robinson. He had a nice effort a week ago with a pair of touchdowns. It's the Falcons and the Seahawks, and it comes your way next on EA Sports.
From the home of the 12. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. Hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. And leading the charge, we get a look at their 6th-year quarterback.
And I thought in last week's game, he found a way to win like a good pitcher without his best stuff. I mean, he did throw 2 interceptions, offset by 1 touchdown pass. Not the ratio, not the numbers you're really looking for as a QB. But finding a way to win, that's all that really matters.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete, and he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. Now a 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup.
Throwing now is Stroud. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. That one a first down pickup of 8.
An 8-yard pickup. First down at 9.
A run for the first time with Bijan Robinson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. The numbers in last week's ball game for Robinson. North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. And Jordan Brooks on the tackle. From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 6. Robinson with another carry. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Stroud on 3rd down now. And that is incomplete.
Well, I'm quite sure that they envisioned a much better start to this game when they practiced all week. When they failed on that 3rd down play, that brings up 4th down, and they'll probably have to punt it away.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. And leading them out is their 5th-year quarterback.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
As it complete to Jackson Smith and Jigba. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Looking to throw. Tyler. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 23 yards on the play.
But from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that.
Like that?
Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, got that dagger play, got that play and just finish him off right now, because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
Back to throw again. And completes it once more to Anderson. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Really a solid start here on the opening drive, Charles. He's now 4-4, and they're already in plus territory.
Brandon, he's been so precise to start this game, like we're watching an operation taking place right now. Master surgeon at work.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 19. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And they work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And the Seahawks are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. It's a nice run there. Gets him down to the 6-yard line. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
They went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. This defense has held on so far. Now from the 3, this is 3rd and goal. Here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
Boswell's kick is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Bijan Robinson leading the offense out for another drive. Those are his numbers through roughly the first half of the season, and given that, you'd have to think he's on pace for a 1,000-yard campaign.
Steady as he goes, steady goes the offense. But you know what else is happening, too, because they are a team now recognized with the ability to run the football. You've got to be able to throw it better now, right? Better throwing lanes, better opportunities for the guys downfield, maybe more one-on-one coverage, which you should be able to beat easier. Yeah, he's establishing not just a tone, but an identity for his team. And that's a discussion we had a couple days ago in the team meetings, talking about this running game, opening up the passing game. We'll see if that continues to happen. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. And Stroud now to throw. And that'll be incomplete. The Falcons at 5-1 here in this early part of the season. They're in a real groove of late. Winners of 5 of their last 6. And they were able to tough it out last week, a close one-score game. And those are the kind of wins that pull you together as a team, because everyone gains confidence, and they feel like they can continue to get better.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Robinson will try to pick it up. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
36 yards on the punt with no return, and it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive 15 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down. The numbers for McCaffrey last week. 20 carries, 92 yards.
Well, to no one's surprise, he gets an early rep right there, and they've been playing their best ball this season as they built this winning streak. And that includes the ground game, where he's kept the offense productive and put them in position to win.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
A gain of 12. First down, Falcons.
Stroud to the air on first and 10. And that is caught. It's Davis. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards. Stroud out of the gun here. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Robinson. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. Robinson will score. Touchdown Atlanta.
In as many coaches' meetings as we sit in, we hear the word finish all the time, don't we? And on that play, the back actually finished getting into the end zone, breaking the last tackle. Tried to wrap up, tried to use the proper technique, just wasn't able to get it done.
Now the try here for the point after. He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. And Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away. And
and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. So now it's 2 straight drives that end with an interception.
And the first time, the first interception, they ended up getting 6 points out of it and taking the lead. Now they have an opportunity to increase that lead after their second pick on 2 drives.
So here are the Falcons to take over on offense. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start first and 10. Stroud. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They started this drive backed up against the wall by the turnover, but I love their fight, planted their feet, and forced the incompletion on first down.
This is caught, and they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it first and goal. Stroud off the play fake. And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the first quarter. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Second quarter now, Falcon football. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. As they've got it as we resume action. Stroud now on 2nd down. Flushed out right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Just what Seattle was hoping for. The coverage holds, and now 4th down. 4th down, and the attention turns to Falcon kicker Younghoe Koo. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Koo knocks this one through the post. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they have the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Smith and Jigba with the grab. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
He steps out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Operating from the gun. Tyler working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Underneath, caught by Anderson, the tight end. So the completion good for just 3. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 43-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That'll be caught by Anderson. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 38-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. They'll look to throw again. And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down. To throw again. Tyler. And complete to Smith and Jigba. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Back to throw. Tyler. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Now it's Chris Boswell on for the field goal try. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. Boswell's kick is good. And that'll bring him back within 4. Well, maybe a little bit of an anxious moment there as that ball got closer and closer, but it does curl in.
Yeah, actually did a little bit of a slow dance there with the left upright, didn't it? But had just enough space, as you said, for it to curl in.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Bijan Robinson and the Falcons back onto the field. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success, at least so far, here in the 2nd quarter.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson. He'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
14 yards there and a Falcon first down.
And the Falcon first down.
Here's Stroud. Bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, due to a long field goal to at least get him 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just take extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Looking to throw. Tyler. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Falcons are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. Certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were a nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
Bijan Robinson leading the offense out for another drive. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
Stroud looking to throw. He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
First down, Falcons.
Robinson up the middle. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. It's a gain of 16, 1st down Falcons.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 67 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
As always, no rooting interest here, but that was pretty, wasn't it, to see him break through and then pick up his stride.
Yeah, the guy carrying the ball loves it. I think the O-line, they might like and take more satisfaction out of those runs than anybody else, though, right?
Without a doubt, because they're the ones that often have created it.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
No receivers open, so who's forced to put that one into Puget Sound? That's a great job defensively blanketing those receivers, and ultimately, a smart idea by him just to get the ball out of there.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game, but after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3. chance to scan the field there. It felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Koo knocks this one through the post. And that'll open the lead up to a touchdown now at 13-6. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the fourth quarter, though. You're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm going to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
Clock running, and the Seahawks, they're running too, trying to speed up to the line of scrimmage. Looking to throw on second down. Tyler. That is caught by Anderson. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 43. Back to throw. Tyler. Right side, complete to Mechie. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. On first down, Tyler underneath, caught by Anderson, the tight end. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Now we're first and 10 at the 11. Looking to throw. Tyler, and he's got it complete to Anderson. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now 2nd and 9 from the 10. Back to throw. Tyler. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. The third down battle won by Atlanta's defense. Solid coverage. Another good drive, Charles, but it looks like another that might end in a field goal try.
They've made some nice plays that give themselves opportunities, but as you noted, another field goal attempt coming up. And that's not how they want to end drives. They've got to figure out what's the final touch that they need to push it across the goal line.
Yeah, still yet to find the end zone. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. But Bijan Robinson and the Falcons back onto the field. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had. Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. So we have reached halftime now with the visiting Falcons out on top. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Hi again, everybody. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the league here in the unofficial midway point, Week 8 of the NFL season. We'll get started out in Denver, and it's the Broncos who have the lead in the second quarter. The Broncos locked in a tight one, but this is a game you feel they've got to have. From there, we'll head east all the way to the Steel City to check on the Steelers at home in Pittsburgh. And they were victorious in that one over the visiting Indianapolis Colts. Najee Harris. What a game. 3 touchdown runs in the victory. Lastly, let's get out to Jacksonville. See what's happening with the Jaguars at TIAA Bank Field. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Houston Texans. Trevor Lawrence leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. It was the former Longhorn Bijan Robinson who was tough to stop in that first half. He wound up finding the end zone on a touchdown run to help give his guys the advantage here at the break.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Here comes the Seahawks offensive unit. They'll have it first to begin the third. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Second down and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8 at the 39-yard line.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 44 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Now a second and 10. Looking to throw. Tyler is caught downfield by Mechie. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 27-yard line. A good pickup there, 22.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Throwing on first down. Tyler. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be second down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up second and 7 at the Falcons' 24-yard line.
A give running left, it's McCaffrey. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown, Seahawks. John Mechie. His first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half.
And that touchdown ends a streak, for lack of a better word, of 3 field goals that they put on the board previously. They finally cracked the code.
Yeah, they've been down there. They've been in enemy territory, as you said. They just hadn't been able to punch it in until that point. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And that one gives them a 3-point lead. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it was all capped off by a John Mechie touchdown reception. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the second half now. And Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth, almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side, trying to match each other.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Robinson gets the toss on the right side. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now. Stroud working out of the gun. And that will be incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on 3rd down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. 39 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. For the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do. So I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
Underneath, caught by Anderson, the tight end. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. This now a 3rd and 4. Back to throw. Tyler. Underneath, caught by Anderson, the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that'll bring up 4th down. The Seahawks send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. They'll score that a 36-yard punt. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Well, the Falcons back out, getting set for this next drive. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now, what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. 2nd down and a run by Robinson. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting him to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, 1 minute 2 on 3rd down, you're a little off balance.
And he is going to have a Falcons first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
First down, Falcons.
Now Stroud. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. 2nd and 10. And Stroud now to throw. And bringing it in, it's Davis. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 40. 23 yards to pick up there.
And partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. And he's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
A shotgun snap to Stroud. Open man, completes it to Claypool. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They'll run with Robinson. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
Again, it'll be Robinson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Just what Seattle was hoping for. The coverage holds, and now 4th down. We'll see Younghoe Koo now for the Falcons. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Koo knocks this one through the post, and we are all tied at 16 apiece. So it's another field goal, his 3rd of the game. Maybe not exactly what you're looking for, but does bring them level now.
I like how you put that in there that brings them level, right? Because if you're talking about kicking, bringing that soccer analogy in, I love that one. I love that one a lot. You don't want to go for it on 4th down and come away with nothing, right? Go ahead and kick the ball. Make sure you get some points. Even if it's a safe call, I think it's the right call.
The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Tackle made by Devin Lloyd, the linebacker. Here's a 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all. 3rd and 4.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
It completes it once more to Anderson. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. 2nd down and a yard.
At the 44-yard line.
McCaffrey on the toss right. The 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Christian McCaffrey. Career touchdown number 136, tying him with Marshall Faulk for 7th on the all-time list. And the Seahawks have moved out in front here in the final minute of the 3rd quarter. Extra point now by Boswell. And they will take a 7-point lead now. 5 plays there on that drive. And the last play on the drive, the touchdown run from Christian McCaffrey. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, called it the 21. Bijan Robinson leading the offense out for another drive. He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the 1 touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, That leads to finding a way into the end zone, and now he's just trying to do it for a second time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage, and again, that second score here in the third quarter. Ball on the 30 now. Here's second down and 1. And they'll go play action here with Stroud. Completion here to Claypool. And he'll be brought down at what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Falcons. They'll have the football, but trailing on the scoreboard as we get set to begin the fourth. 1st and 10. It's Stroud. Into the hands of London. Second down and 6 now.
Second and 6 at the 44-yard line.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Able to hit his target, Claypool. Well, hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Stroud sets up the play action. This pass is caught by London. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The end result, 21 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Hand off now to Robinson. Down at the 25.
Tackled at the 25-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Stroud. Got this complete to the tight end Pitts. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. The Falcons on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. That is caught. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. On the run, it's Robinson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. Stroud looking to throw. Touchdown, Falcons! Corey Blasingame, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. And he wasn't blocking or running it there. They tossed it to him.
And you remember the good old days when the 49ers were riding roughshod in the league? They used their fullback in pass plays all the time. Roger Craig, Tom Rathman, those guys were terrific at running these types of plays.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. On 1st and 10, Tyler. This ball complete into the hands of Anderson across the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
To throw on second down. Tyler firing quickly here, and that's complete. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
At the 33-yard line.
Second down and right back to McCaffrey. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there. I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball, pick up the first down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short, that's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school, smash mouth football. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another first down.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Looking to throw. Tyler, and Anderson's got it. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. On second down, McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line.
119 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. McCaffrey fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown.
Christian McCaffrey, his 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Seahawks answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th.
And this is the time of game where offensive lines can really dictate a team's fortunes. It's been a tough battle. They've been out there for a long time. But this was a question of who can wear down who. And that's excellent work to put a long drive together and finish it with a touchdown run to take the lead.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here.
And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Stroud to the air on 1st and 10. Short throw caught by Pitts.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Stroud now on 2nd down. And caught by London.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
Well, looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackled him for a loss.
Short throw caught by Pitts. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Oftentimes we think of those tough yards as grinding yards that a running back has to pick up. How about the tight end there picking up the first down in that situation?
That's what he's there for, right?
Big fella, get it to him. Let him fight off some people and pick up the necessary yardage.
And he'll be taken down with a first down as they get about 14 out of that one, and we go to the 2-minute warning.
So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive.
Stroud's throw taken in by London.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
And this is obviously a spot where you lean on your stars. Get the ball to them in open space and let them do what they do.
Now Stroud.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons.
Gabriel Davis, 26 yards. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes.
Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the posts, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
The Seattle now ready to march out of the field.
Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
A big play in this football game. 3rd down and 1.
Back to throw. Tyler. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And taken right at the 35. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. They can still get into field goal range, partner. They got to work quickly, though.
I agree with you totally. Find a way to get the ball downfield and out of bounds. In a perfect world, they know what hash they want to get to for their kicker, and they already know the distance that he feels comfortable. Now to dictate what they do on offense.
See if they can get in his range. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game.
Younghoe Koo, all eyes fixated on the kicker.
This to almost certainly win the football game. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to take the lead here in the final minute. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. He hasn't missed a kick all year. Why would he start now?
That's a great question, isn't it? Well, maybe because that was the most nerve-wracking kick he had to attempt all year, but he knocked it through just like it was an easy chip shot.
Well, this one, partner, was fun down to the very end. They got the points late, right before the whistle. Then the ensuing kickoff. They were hoping for magic on the other side, but couldn't get that spark.
Fun if you won, and fun for us, because we got to watch it and call it. That magic that you were talking about didn't occur at the end, but what a game all the way through.
So for the Falcons, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, the loss will drop them to 6-2 now on the year. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on the Cardinals. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.